Listening practice questions for IELTS exam. Answer questions at end of the video after listening to the story. Hello listeners, welcome back to the English Academy and I'm your lovely host Florence. Story: The Mysterious Traveler. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between tall, green mountains, there lived a young woman named Emily. Emily had always been curious and adventurous. Unlike most of her friends who preferred a quiet life, she longed to explore the world beyond the town's borders. But her parents, who were both teachers, worried about her safety and always reminded her to stay close to home. One day, as Emily walked through the cobbled streets of the town, she saw an unusual figure. A tall man in a dark cloak, with a wide-brimmed hat that shadowed his face, was standing near the old fountain in the town square. His presence was mysterious, and yet, something about him seemed strangely familiar. Emily, being the curious soul she was, approached the man. "Excuse me," she said politely, "are you lost?" The man looked down at her with piercing eyes, his face still mostly hidden beneath the brim of his hat. After a long pause, he replied in a soft, almost musical voice, "No, my dear. I am not lost. I am simply passing through." "Passing through?" Emily asked, intrigued. "Where are you from? You don't look like you're from around here." The man smiled a little, but it was a smile filled with mystery. "I come from far away. But my journey has led me here, to your town." Emily was fascinated. She had always dreamed of meeting someone who had traveled the world, someone who could tell her stories about places far beyond her quiet town. "Do you have any stories to share?" she asked eagerly. The man hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "I have many stories," he said softly. "But not all stories are meant to be told." He paused and seemed to think for a moment. "But there is one story I can share with you, if you're truly interested." Emily nodded excitedly. "Please, tell me." The man began to speak in a low voice, telling Emily a story that seemed to echo through the ages. It was about an ancient city, lost in time, and the secret treasure hidden within its walls. He spoke of a group of adventurers who had searched for the treasure for years, battling fierce creatures and solving puzzles along the way. The city, however, had been cursed. Anyone who tried to find the treasure was doomed to never return. Emily listened intently as the man told the tale. Her heart raced as she imagined the adventure, the danger, and the mystery of the lost city. But what struck her the most was the man's final words. "The treasure," he said softly, "is not what you think it is. It is not gold, nor jewels, but something far more precious. And those who find it are changed forever." Emily was silent for a moment, her mind racing with questions. "What do you mean? What is the treasure?" she asked. The man gave a small, cryptic smile. "That, my dear, is something you must discover for yourself. But be careful, for the journey to find it is not without its dangers. Only the brave can truly understand the treasure's worth." With that, the man turned and walked away, his figure slowly disappearing into the mist of the evening. Emily stood there, staring after him, her mind buzzing with excitement and questions. She had never felt so alive, so ready for adventure. The man's words had planted a seed in her heart, and she knew that, one day, she would embark on a journey of her own to uncover the mystery of the lost treasure. As she walked home, the town seemed different to her, almost like a dream. The quiet streets, the familiar faces, the comfortable life, all of it felt distant, as though she were already on the path to something greater. Emily was no longer content with the small, predictable life she had always known. She was ready for something more. The next day, Emily packed a small bag, filled it with essentials, and set off on her journey. She didn't know where she was going or how long it would take, but she knew one thing for sure: she was ready to find the treasure, whatever it might be. Questions. Q1. Where was Emily from? A big city. B. A small town between mountains. C. A coastal village. D. A forest village. Q2. Why did Emily's parents worry about her? A. Because she was always sick. B. Because she wanted to travel far. C. Because she was always at home. D. Because she did not study enough. Q3. What did Emily see when she walked through the town? A parade. B. A mysterious figure in a cloak. C. A street market. D. A wild animal. Q4 What did the man say when Emily asked him if he was lost? A. Yes, I am lost. B. No, I am not lost. C. I am looking for something. D. I don't know where I am. Q5 What did the man tell Emily about the treasure? A. It was made of gold and jewels. B. It could only be found by solving puzzles. C. It was a cursed object. D. It was not what people expected, it was something more precious. Q6 What did Emily decide to do after hearing the man's story? A. She stayed in her town. B. She became a teacher. C. She set off on a journey to find the treasure. D. She helped the man on his journey. Answers. Ans 1b A small town between mountains. Ans 2b because she wanted to travel far. Ans 3b a mysterious figure in a cloak. Ans 4b No, I am not lost. Ans 5d It was not what people expected, it was something more precious. Ans 6c She set off on a journey to find the treasure.